Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, Trelawny police probe second fatal stabbing in 2 weeks. The Trelawny police are investigating a second fatal stabbing in the parish within 2 weeks following the killing of a man in his community Thursday morning. The deceased has been identified as 60-year-old Simon Blanchard, a resident of Retreat Heights. According to reports, Blanchard was attacked near his gate by unknown assailants who stabbed him. He was rushed to the Falmouth Public General Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. His killing comes less than 2 weeks after the fatal stabbing of 34-year-old taxi operator Stephen Morris of Duncan's Hill. Morris was killed on Friday, June 13, during an altercation with a passenger, which escalated and turned deadly. Investigations into both incidents are ongoing. They didn't see the murder coming. Residents of the usually peaceful rural community have been left in stunned disbelief at Wednesday night's suspected murder that left a 21-year-old Dejani Graham dead and her couple boyfriend wounded. The community tense and is in shock. They don't want to see the guy or any of his relatives because it's going to give them a reminder of what happened. Councillor Paul Fife of the People's National Party Highgate Division told the news Thursday afternoon. According to Fife, Graham's mother is feeling a sense of betrayal, having accepted and treated the accused shooter like a member of the family. I have visited the family, and it's a lot of crying and remorse because they didn't see the murder coming. The young man would have visited the home and portrayed himself as a family person. The mother even treated him like a son, so they would cook and have fun and he would participate. So for him to do something like this is just shocking, Fife said. Based on what I was told, they would have seen some conflict between the boyfriend and the young lady, but they didn't see the murder coming. The young girl's mother said she was sitting in the living room when she heard the shot and thought her son-in-law was testing out the gun, the councillor added. According to the Constabulary Communications Network, the information arm of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, residents called the police after hearing explosions about 9:15 p.m. Wednesday. Cops arrived to find the 2 individuals with gunshot wounds. Graham was pronounced dead at hospital, while the lawman, who is assigned to the St. Andrew North Division, received medical treatment. Councillor Fife told the news Graham had big plans for her future. The young girl was planning on going to Teachers College in September. She was a teacher's assistant, and this young man allegedly just ended her life over jealousy that he can't even prove, said Fife. The incident is being probed by the Independent Commission of Investigations. Westmoreland businessman speaks after being released by kidnappers. Gavin Myers, the Westmoreland-based motor car dealer who was kidnapped from his motor vehicle dealership by a group of armed men on Tuesday, is speaking out following his release. Mr. Myers was released on Wednesday, reportedly after a ransom was paid out to the kidnappers. He told the news that he was tending to a group of men seeking to purchase a motor truck when they pulled M16 rifles and forced him into a vehicle. He said the men claimed that they were members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and wanted to talk to him. Mr. Myers said he became concerned when they placed a bag over his head during the journey. When he questioned them say it bigger than them, and no them want me, are the bigger heads of police. He said he came to the realization that the men could not be police officers based on their actions.
So in terms of your talking with your kidnapper, them saying that when we do no one from me.
Yeah, me ask them and they say, oh, bigger than them, I know them want me at the bigger head. So me I say, they may say, what is the bigger head? What do you mean? He say, bigger head are police, them because they see act as police, you understand? Yeah, so me say, alright then. When you ever say, until they take me go on a fireplace, me don't know where me go. Me don't know if I go left, I don't know if I go right. I just, me know some end up on a fireplace. Me don't see nothing. From the moment they put the bag over my head, me don't see nothing until they drop me off back when me take the bag off of my head. The bag is on my head all day. That's the point I want to get to. if they say me involved in gang, what is the name of that gang? Because I want to know myself. Because all me know, me no par with nobody. So me don't want to know the name of the gang when me involved in that. If they tell me the name of the gang, then me say, okay, then that's a gang name. Because me want to know. And the whole scamming thing now, the whole scamming thing is because me run a car dealership, right? A lot of people come there when they say a scammer, I don't know. People just assume say people are scammer. You understand? Me never hear the man them a scammer or none, but people buy a lot of vehicle from me.
CMO confirms the increase in baby deaths at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital, rules out infection outbreak. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Besseser McKenzie has confirmed an increase in the number of newborn deaths at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital since the start of June. But she says the rise is not linked to an outbreak of infection at the island's main maternity hospital. In a statement released Wednesday afternoon, the Ministry of Health and Wellness acknowledged the public concern over the recent deaths at the hospital's special care nursery, which caters to critically ill or premature newborns. The Ministry of Health and Wellness has reviewed the deaths at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital Special Care Nursery since the beginning of June 2025. There has been an increase compared to the previous months and to the same period last year. The deaths are not attributed to an outbreak of infection at the facility, said Dr. Besseser McKenzie. Though she did not specify how many babies died since June 1, the CMO said the data showed a significant number of the deceased were medically fragile. We have seen that there has been an increase in the number of admissions to the special care nursery since the start of June, and there has been an increase in the proportion of critically ill babies. Of the babies that died, 55% were premature and 60% had low birth weight. This adds to the fragility of these babies. Despite the efforts of the staff, some of these babies have succumbed to their illnesses, she added. The statement comes amid a growing scrutiny following confirmation early Thursday from Southeastern Regional Health Authority head LaSelza Brown that several premature babies had died at a VJH in recent weeks. In a subsequent statement, the authority said preliminary data collection indicated that the majority of the affected babies were born prematurely with significant factors that could have predisposed to serious illnesses. Meanwhile, Brown, speaking with the news earlier, said a deeper investigation was underway to determine the cause of the deaths. The regional technical team, the regional technical director, and the other specialists, including the SMO of VJH, they are currently conducting deeper analysis to find out what is the nature or the cause of those deaths, Brown said. So I await those reports, and after that meeting, then I'll be able to make a definitive statement. Brown noted that an uptick in neonatal deaths is not uncommon during Jamaica's annual peak season for births, typically starting in June, when maternity hospitals see a rise in both deliveries and admissions to neonatal units. Premature babies have died, and that has happened from time to time, especially coming up to this time of the year. We usually have an increase in premature babies, and some not make it, Brown explained. Dr. Besseser McKenzie similarly signaled that the ministry is anticipating a seasonal surge in births and is stepping up preparedness island-wide. As we are at the beginning of the time when we see an increase in the number of births, every effort is being made across the island to prepare our healthcare workers and our facilities to adequately manage all cases. To address immediate concerns at the VJH, she said Sarah and the hospital have implemented additional safety and operational measures. The Regional Health Authority and the facility have put several measures in place to decrease the likelihood of infections, including increased spacing among the babies and enhanced infection prevention and control measures. The region has also put in place measures such as the redeployment of staff and enhanced supplies and equipment monitoring to ensure that the capacity to manage the babies is optimized, said the CMO. This is not the first time Victoria Jubilee Hospital has been at the center of public concern over neonatal deaths. In 2022, the hospital experienced a spike in newborn fatalities caused by a bacterial outbreak, with Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton confirming that 9 babies died in July alone. Those deaths were linked to Klebsiella pneumonia and Acinetobacter infections, and health authorities at the time cited staff shortages, overcrowding, and inadequate equipment as contributing factors. A 2022 Health Ministry census showed that the average daily births had surged from 28 in July and August to 42 in September, overwhelming capacity at a VGH and prompting the formation of a special response team to curb the mortality rates. The current concern has also revived the memories of the 2015 dead baby scandal under the then Portia Simpson Miller administration, when an outbreak at 2 hospitals killed 18 infants over 3 months. Then Health Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson was heavily criticized by the opposition leader, Andrew Holness, for his handling of the matter, which exploded during the lead-up to a general election. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.